I'm just getting back from the Junkyard, and I wanted to show you some of the little scores that I made for the JDM Forester. The first thing is I noticed that because the underside is really trashed from traveling on gravel roads where the old owner used to have his mail route, the fender liners are all blown out, torn apart, so I was able to find two really nice condition ones, so I'm happy with that. The other thing is I want to have a little bit of variation on the exterior. So the way it is really aggressively JDM between the rear taillight bezels, all the chrome up front on the door handles. So I want to have some options to be able to switch some of the USDM stuff out. And the grille is a good example. The one on my Forester is all chrome around this, and this is the matching green. So I'm going to be able to put that in. I'm excited about that. Then another thing is these OEM roof rails. Obviously it has the roof rail sections on the car, but it was missing these. This would be nice to put a box or maybe like a bike attachment. After all, I'm not stancing this build out. It's gonna be a little bit more off-road and capable, so I figured I'd pick these up while they were there. And a couple little things. The clock on the Forester isn't working, so I grabbed another one. Hopefully this one does. This one was kind of cool. It was a Senkai Japan radiator cap. And then I thought this was cool too. I remember these coming in older Bug-Eye WRXs. It's a Lamco boost gauge. They're not super duper accurate, but I think it's a fun little addition, especially on an OEM turbo car like the Forester.
The next day.
I'm just about to start my first wash on the Forester, and nature helped me out last night. It rained a bit, but there's still a lot of caked on dirt and dust everywhere. I think I'm gonna start with a general wash and then maybe a little bit of an assessment of the broken stuff and what I'm gonna need to do. Start generating a list of exterior bits that need to get replaced, and then I'm gonna move things on to the interior. If you recall from the last video, it is an absolute mess in here. Really every panel is covered in this dirt, so the entire interior is gonna have to come out. Let's start things off with an exterior wash. This is super cool. I was peeling back the dealership sticker, assuming that it would just be the hatch underneath, but it revealed the original sticker of where the Subaru came from, Fukushima Subaru. So that's really neat. I wasn't expecting it. Other than that, there's been no good surprises on this car. As you can see, there's just dirt flowing everywhere. I'm covered in it at this point. The camera and the tripod and the pressure washer are as well. This thing is an absolute mess, and I can easily say that I underestimated how much cleaning there's going to have to be on this car. I'm in like 2 hours and it's just a disaster. It looks about the same as when I started, but things are coming off. You saw I took the rear panel off. That's all dented and bent up, and it looks much better without it on, especially once I get this adhesive removed. And the taillight garnish as well. That was one of the items I really didn't like when I purchased the car. I think it looks a lot more clean with the JDM taillights as they are right now. So the rear end is coming together nicely. The one question mark I have is whether I'm going to keep this bar or not. Now that the other stuff is off, I'm not as big of a fan as I was when I initially bought the car. So there's a chance I'm going to look for another hatch, a USDM one in the same color, to replace it and just kind of make the rear end of the car a little less busy, because now it's starting to match the rest of the aesthetic of it.
3 days later.
I ultimately decided that I don't want to run this JDM handle. It's just a little too much for me, and it's got some damage here. So what I was able to do is track down a part out car and grab some pieces. Most importantly, a really clean hatch. So I need to dismantle this stuff and start swapping it out.